Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Buddy up, 47. Mike's 47. Come with me. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist, twist. 47 Mike.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got one. You got echo. You got Ocean Man right there.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
What we got?
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Here we go. 50 flat, 50 flat. Hey, eat. I'm trying to collect. Check 26, check 26. Hunt, 64. Wait.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. Hyde a first down and more. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 80's yours.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now?
wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on first down, Jones. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, New York.
Come on, set.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
On second down, it's Coleman. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Tight end's right. Hey, high 7, get it.
Jones operating from the gun. The tight end, Rhett Ellison, with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
2, 4 down, 4 down. Check.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Squeeze.
2nd and 5. This one complete to Coleman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go, set. 90, Wolf. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Jones now going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Miller. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. 46 out low. Mike's 47. Get that quarterback. And
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
These two teams all tied after 1.
At the 50-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm here all day. Kill, kill, kill. Kill. Drive on. Go. Motion. Hayward. 7's the right. 7's the mic. Let's go.
Here's Murray from midfield. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Yep, go.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Set, hut, 60 yards. Check flag 47. Hey. Yo, stay at home. 47. 47 is the mic. Hey, let's go over. Let's get that ball. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Murray to air it out again. And Ingram holds it in. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 13, check 13. Check 4, check 4. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, I got it, I got it.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second down and goal. Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Murray's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Miller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. From the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Try to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47. Let's go. That's it. 4-7's the Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's third down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on third down, Murray. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Philip Dorsett, 84 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
61, match box.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 41, Jones completes it to Coleman. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Go, 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 go. Hot 7, hot 7. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Watch the slants.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Cardinals' 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Flush to his right. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 27 yards there, a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
The throw complete to Dorsett. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Murray now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 31, Murray. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready. Hey, Alpha. Danny. 58, right on.
Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. He's got it. Hit the 15. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Tevin Coleman. His 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run it again with Miller. And an alley to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Murray now to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Situation. Let's go. Zoom, zoom. 20 heads, yeah. 27 Mike, 27. Not here. 47's a Mike. 47's a Mike.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He finds McKinnon, complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Get ready. Get ready.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Watch the curl. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Let's get some penalty.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller.
Kill.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
47's a Mike. 47's a Mike.
Now Murray off play action. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On the ready. 58, 58, it's Mike. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Big rip.
Now Jones, off the play fake. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Bravo.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Hey, Echo.
Jones on first and 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. And an alley to run. Lamar Miller. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Lamar Miller, 88 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to throw. Jones. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
50, plant. Rip left, rip left.
Looking to throw. Jones. It got his man complete. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. This is Coleman with a grab. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, New York.
Ready.
Titans Ringo. Titans on the Ringo.
Go now.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. It's caught by Coleman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They will run again with Coleman. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray finds his tight end Ingram. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
I got it. Hey, check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Murray, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
64,
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the 22, Jones toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Jones, off play action. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Slayton. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's go.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards, the pickup, first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing on first down, Jones. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And some room to roam now. And they finally get him down at the other 46. It's a big run there by Hyde. 48 yards.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
47.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Sponge. To the roll. West. Kill.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then in the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Cards, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at play.